tish splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. Get your lick back. If a nigga owe you something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your dish splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. I feel like I'm JX. J-Way. I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless. I'm gone. Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck. Give me that. To the trends. See a lead, be the band.
Good evening. Oh boy. We don't quite have a final yet, but the Vikings are definitely going to win this game today. The current score is 20-10. And yeah, we just lost another fumble. I think that's 6 turnovers for the day. So yeah, that's the season. That's the game. Yeah, Mr. My City. Good to see you. Unfortunately, it isn't on the best of terms, but always a pleasure to have you as a guest on the show. But yeah, I think that's the 6th turnover today. Very rough ball game. You know, very reminiscent of the Commander game where we were eliminated. A rare fumble from Jahmyr Gibbs, several fumbles from Jared Goff, and several interceptions as well. Another game where Brian Flores cooks up a recipe to tame the offense. Up into that end around play by Addison, which you could just tell as soon as he got the ball, you could tell it was going to be a huge play. Unfortunately, it went all the way to the house. I think like 60 some yards. The Vikings offense only had up until that point they only had like 70 yards. As you can see, Brosmer only threw for 41 yards. Jones ran for 42 yards. Not much going on offensively. The offense was supposed to be the offense for the Lions was supposed to be our bread and butter. But honestly, they're the ones that really dropped the ball today. No pun intended. Yeah, the one touchdown that we had given up, the Vikings were capitalizing off of a fumble on a snap. It was a play that it was directly to Goff, but ended up spraying out to the right. And yeah, the turnover, turnover bug bit us all game. All game. What is going on? Oh, screen was messed up. But yeah, the turnover bug, but it bit us all game. The blitz pickup, we just couldn't pick up the blitz. Let's look at the offensive stats. Another game where we couldn't run the ball. 2.5 yards rushing, a carry between Gibbs and Montgomery. O-line. How many sacks did we give up? Let's go to team stats here. We allowed, I mean, neither team could really protect, but we allowed 5. They allowed 6. But either way, offensive line 5. Now, granted, the blitz packages where they show 8 and you just don't know who's blitzing. I mean, some of that goes to just pickup, but as far as being able to create a hole for 2 of the best running backs in football, that's all on the O-line. I mean, the center situation is a mess. We knew coming into the year that interior line was gonna be a big question mark. Tate Ratledge has held his own. He's at least played. Obviously, Glasgow's been in and out. Mahogany has been in and out, but a lot of soul searching going into this game. We left ourselves with an opportunity We close to having a final. We left ourselves with an opportunity to get the ball back, and we give up that long end around play to Jordan Addison, and the game is pretty much over, especially after the especially after the last fumble, yet another fumble sealed the deal for us. But yeah, there's a lot of shakeup. Obviously, we're going to get a lot of guys back in the secondary. We're going to get Joseph. We're going to get Branch. We're going to get Arnold. But we got some decisions to make. We have to clean up the offensive line situation. I don't anticipate anything happening at the quarterback position, but there should be some type of contingent plan as far as what we're going to do. We got to have a real contingency plan of what we're going to do in the future. Jared Goff is a very accurate quarterback. He is a great a great manager, not the best arm in the world, but he's done a pretty good job overall getting the ball to all of his weapons. His inability to create and evade pressure has been a real issue. And when you have a rocky offensive line, a young offensive line, that's going to create problems, and it did. The very tail end of this year has been very disappointing on many different in many different ways. A lot more defensively than offensively. The rush defense has been very disappointing, but they came to play today. Kelvin Shepherd, gave us every opportunity to get a win today. They were, forced to withstand a lot of bad field position, a lot of good field position for Minnesota, a lot of bad field position for us. Held them to a couple field goals. But yeah, they definitely broke. They definitely broke at the end of the game. Baby Blue Hot Dog Water says Drake May. Yeah, love to have him right now. And that may be a little rash, but yeah, it's rough. Jameson Williams, non-existent. Targeted 2 times, got 1 catch. Isaac Tesla, another amazing catch, another touchdown. He is the future. We have an amazing three-headed monster going into next year. Amon-Ra St. Brown had a solid game. Let's see. I'm assuming we got a final now. It's got to be a final. They're kicking another field goal. But yeah, we got Sam Laporta coming back. We got Mahogany coming back. But yeah, gotta clean up the offensive line. We'll see what happens with Taylor Decker, because there's been a lot of grumblings that he might retire. We see what that has done to Frank. What the loss of Frank Ragnow, out the blue how much that has affected us. We thought we had something when he decided to give it another go, but he didn't pass his physical, and here we are. Defensively, I think you move on from DJ Reader. You hope that Tyleik Williams is ready to take over, and you hope that with a clean, going into a full training camp and a clean slate for Aleem McNeil, that he's better than he was this year. I don't even see him on the stat sheet here. The secondary played amazing today, if we're being honest. We already talked about the secondary, what secondary members will be back next year. Alex Anzalone, he might be gone. We had some holdouts, some contract issues this year and, this summer. And I think that money's going to have to be, divvied up in other ways. Got to pay Gibbs. You're going to have to pay Jack Campbell. So Jack Campbell's going to kind of take over. He's already a captain, I think. So, yeah, Roy Lopez. You got to try to bring Roy Lopez back. I can't remember whether or not he is a whether he signed a 1-year deal or not. But you got to bring Roy Lopez back, I think. Al-Qadim Muhammad, he showed up today, 2 sacks today. Aiden Hutchinson, good game from him as well. But yeah, it's really the O-line. I know everybody wants to get rid of Jared Goff. Aleem looked very unattached on the sideline. Yeah, I missed it, but I believe you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I thought that paying him, on the tail end of Hutch was kind of odd. He went and got hurt several days later, and he hasn't been the same since. So I hope the best for him, because we just gave him a whole bunch of money. Montgomery was done dirty. It was done dirty this season. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, he definitely could have got more touches, but this offensive line did him no justice. He played. There was some moments from him today, a little bit. What did he do? 10 carries for 25 yards. Yeah, no touchdowns. Yeah, one thing that we didn't talk about was the offensive coordinator absolutely cannot bring back Johnny Morton. And Dan Campbell was not an offensive coordinator either. We got a little bit better, but we got outplayed twice by Brian Flores. That just can't happen. Jameson Williams, he woke up once Dan Campbell took over the helm, which I appreciate. I'm not worried about the offense next year. The offense was fine all year. The line could have been better. Our running game could have been better. But all in all, the offense did enough most days to win the game. Now, I say that in a game where we only scored 10, only scored 10 points, but yeah, I think that the high priority needs to be a sideline running linebacker, somebody that can rush off the edge and can, chase some guys around, somebody that can, prevent, those dual threat quarterbacks and some of these big plays that end around killed us. The running game killed us at the second half of this year. But yeah. Hold on one second. Show him the door. I don't know what you're talking about. He said, "I want to see." I think you're talking about Johnny Morton. He said, "I want to see Calvin get another year." No, I agree. He, defense showed up today. They looked rough for a decent, amount of the year, but I think I saw enough. We'll see. I don't know who else is out there. If we can pry away Brian Flores, then by all means, Kelvin Shepard might have to see the door too. But in all seriousness, I think he's done enough to get another shot. I'm going to take a quick break, but I'll probably get out of here soon. We'll probably do a more full-length show tomorrow. All right, we're back. Quick recap. I think we got a final here. Yep, we have a final. 23-10. The Minnesota Vikings. They are now 7-8. They might finish 500 on the year. No, above 500 on the year. Because I think we're 8-8 now. Let me see. I don't know. Anyways, we got one final game against the Chicago Bears coming up next week, which I think most Lions fans are pretty much checked out. I guess it doesn't really matter. I still want to win, but let's see here. Thanks for letting the Packers into the yeah. I would like to say we tried, but I don't know. Yeah, we're both 8-8. Yeah. So yeah, we might. There we go. Now we got an update on the record. So yeah, we might end the season under 500, which is a very unfamiliar season, unfamiliar feeling. We even last year, I mean, even the year that we didn't make the playoffs, when we finished 9-7, I want to say, we didn't finish under 500. So that is very unforeseen territory for us. So Yeah, I guess the Packers are in the playoffs now. Great. But yeah, key points of the game, turnovers. We turned the ball over. We lost 4 fumbles and threw 2 interceptions. So overall, 6 turnovers. They had 0 altogether. We controlled the time of possession. But yeah, we controlled the time of possession because the Vikings offense really didn't do anything. We just kept giving the ball away. And yeah, we're gonna look back on this, and there's gonna be a lot of fingers pointing towards Jared Goff and the offensive line. Not too much you can say about the defense. Defense held their own. They, kept us in the game. The Vikings had 3 field goals, and yeah, we gave up 5 sacks. But the Lions defense had 5 sacks. 6 sacks of their own. Just couldn't create any turnovers. All of our playmakers are hurt. Branch, Joseph, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Nice 15-minute show. Put a bow on it. The season's over, and it's time to start checking out the draft because there ain't nothing left to play for. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, more than likely. Very disappointing season, but we'll be back.
Get your lick back. If a nigga owe you something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop.